New numbers out today from the Bureau of Labor Statistics show inflation surged 9.1% year over year in June. That number marks a pandemic high and the highest inflation the U.S. has seen since 1981. Gene Sullivan takes a look at what this means for Americans already suffering so much.
Soaring prices for food, housing, and gasoline, driving up inflation to a 41-year record high. New data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows inflation soared 9.1% compared to a year ago. That's the highest since 1981.
The cost of doing business, the cost of going to school, the cost of buying a car, and the cost of buying a home are all just that much more expensive right now.
Wednesday's Consumer Price Index also found prices for food at home rose 12.2% year over year in June. Shelter was up 5.6%, and energy prices rose by 41.6%. Gas prices accounted for the biggest part of the increase, with costs up nearly 60% in June over last year. Prices in some categories have been declining in recent weeks, but that's not captured in Wednesday's report.
We did expect a very strong increase in June, with relief coming in July. However, it's not just the top line number, the one that we're all attached to. It's the way in which inflation is broadening out and now looks to be persistent.
That decline has been leading some experts to predict that June's Consumer Price Index could be the peak of the inflation crisis. Economists say the latest data further indicates that the Fed will likely continue to raise interest rates to help tame inflation, which would make it more expensive to borrow, from car loans to mortgages and credit cards. For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.